that all the curses we went through is going to happen to them.
Exactly.
This is so you can be justified.
It's twofold.
This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
There you go.
Yep. See?
And that's why you have like the middle class starting to deteriorate. Now it's just gonna be rich and poor.
Right, and that's why these Edomites say too that, oh, God of revenge, he's no God at all. Because they're going to get punished for what they've done. They're going to get punished for what they've done. The Most High says an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So if you poke the apple of the the apple of the Most High's eye, guess what he's going to do? He's going to poke you back. You can't get away from it. It's karma. There's nothing in your genetic makeup that says you are immune to karma. That the other nations are never going to pay you back. You're not immune. Okay?
It's like these crackers, man. What does little white kids do when they get in trouble, man? They run the fuck away from home, and they don't come back for days, weeks. Some never come back.
End up
All
on
right?
a milk carton.
Exactly. End up on a milk carton, missing, because they're the vagabond of the earth, man. That's Esau's character. That's what Esau does. That's Esau's MO, man. They're running from their judgment right now. That's why they said if God is a God of revenge, he's no God at all. They mad because they know they about to see their punishment, man. That get back is on the way. Go ahead.
You mind if I bring these two scriptures out?
Go ahead.
About edification on the brother said we ain't got no free will, you know, which that's true according to the scriptures. This is Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? This is Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. And this is Jeremiah 10 and 23. O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. So all these scriptures is proof that the Most High is the one who controls us. We're just robots, man. But Esau is a wicked robot doing Darth Vader shit, and we're the righteous robots, you know, pushing his word, you know, through the spirit of the Most High, Yahawashi. You gonna play that up?
Oh yeah. I'll play this quick little clip. Should be loud enough.
Well, today OPPD declares a notification of unusual events at the Fort Calhoun Nuclear Power Station. OPPD did not want KMTV Action 3 News to shoot this video, but because the Missouri River is a public waterway, we feel it's our job and our right to show the public what's happening at the Fort Calhoun Nuclear Power Station. Water in many places already up to the buildings, with the flood expected to rise another 5 feet or more this summer. And we're told no release of radioactive material has happened or is expected.
See, that's Esau trying to adopt it.
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, that's about it on that. It's a long video, but
Notice he said ain't no radioactive material has been or is expected to be released. Which that's a fucking lie, man. That's a damn nuclear plant, man. But there's people that'll eat that shit up though. You know, oh okay, it's going to hell in a handbasket, but there's not gonna be any radiation. Fucking
People are idiots,
retarded, man.
They're programmed to believe whatever they're told.
Yeah. In Japan, you have those rabbits being born without ears. But first you had the plants getting infected, and then the cows and their milk, and then there was the joke was, oh, where'd you get that milk from? Did you get it from Japan? Right? And then look what happens to their small game, their rodents, the rabbits. What do you think is going to happen to the pregnant women? Because even okay, the human body is more susceptible to get a disease or injured, chemically injured if you're an infant, elderly, pregnant, or ill, okay? Because you don't have a strong immune system. That's why males are typically the more healthier the species, because their bodies are alkaline, and the females also is acidic. So the female has that acidic body already with the smaller body in her, okay, and her body is just throwing anything to that infant, and she's around radiation. You know, the Japanese people, they're still there going through it. Okay, you got some of them who sent individual members of their family out here. Or we got a lot of them here in Seattle now. All right, but they're still those gooks are still getting messed up on a wide scale.
Just like I mean, you got one of the most recent things that still goes on today, which is in from correct Saudi Arabia, where those people are exposed to a lot of radiation. Those women having children born with no brains and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of that is from them motherfuckers bombing them and shit.
Yeah.
All them chemicals and shit they got in them bombs that these these devils, these Babylonian devils over here be, you know what I'm saying, dropping bombs on motherfuckers. A lot of that uranium and all of that shit they got in them bombs, man, be fucking people up. Which we don't give a fuck about them, they heathens, you know. But it just shows you how much of a devil Esau is.
Right, and how ignorant the rest of the world is too. For things like this to go down and for a person to not consider the common link or the main underlying factor on why things are the way it is, you're a dummy. And that's why America sucks, especially at math and truth. Amath, okay? America sucks. This is the bane of society. This is the bane of the world. This is the destruction of the world, okay? Do you have that? You want to pull that out real quick? The Jeremiah?
Jeremiah 31 and
You can start at 31
31.
real quick.
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Right, and that new covenant was going to be made with and by whom? Christ, right? So getting back to the beginning of the topic, Christ is in the Old Testament, and the Most High, the prophets, we're talking about it, okay?
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord.
Right, so it wasn't the whole world. He's specifically targeting out a single incident that had happened to identify the people that he's dealing with. Okay, he said the people that he led out of Egypt. Did the Hamites follow him? Were the Moabites there? Were the Edomites there? Was Ishmael trailing behind, eating the manna crumbs? No, it was just Israel. Okay, go ahead.
But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord, I will put my laws into their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and we be their God, and they shall be my people.
Right. Hold that real quick. Can you get Romans 2 and I guess the point 14 and the points also 15. Yeah, 2:14 and 15.
Romans 2:14 to 15. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these, having not the law, are a law unto themselves, which show the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience also bearing witness, and their thoughts the meanwhile accusing or else excusing one another.
Right. So that's what's going on, especially now, and you find that in Second Ezra, the first chapter, where it talks about the men who saw no signs, we saw no prophets, yet they believed, and with the works. So that's the time that we're in now. The new covenant is being made, right? Where he's making with the house of Israel, that wall's coming down, the animosity between the northern and southern kingdom, and even the southern kingdom between the southern kingdom, northern kingdom within its own northern kingdom. Because you got our people hate each other still. All right, the wall's coming down, but you know it's still there. It's still somewhat present. Okay, and he's putting that law in the inward parts. Now that's not going to be fully complete until the beginning of the kingdom, when the chariots come and transform that twinkling of an eye. Then we totally lose that stony heart and we get that fleshy heart. See, right now we're just rehearsing. We're running that race for the incorruptible crown. You see, while the world, they all got their Burger King crowns right now. You go to Burger King, you be a fucking king for the day. They got game rules, you know, how to play that shit. You know, we fucked around and played that shit a little bit, you know, taking road trips and shit. You know, so the world, you know, they're content with that shit. You know, they're content with dumb shit.
They've got the consolation.
Yeah, they got their reward. Go ahead.
Verse 34. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me.
Right, because the time of fishing season is going to be closed, and it's going to be hunting season. There's going to be no more Israel to teach because it's only going to be the elect. You see, and then that hunting season, we got to go throughout the rest of the world after America gets hit, and we got to round up the 2/3 and see what side of the line they're going to stand on. See, when Yahawashi comes back, hey, it's choose up or lose it, basically.
Luke 19:27.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him here slated, you know.
That's right.
From the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Thus saith the Lord, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinances of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord of